Bro, this wind is so heavy you hear it, bro. It's moving. No, it's almost sound like tornado snow. I tried to open the window, kind of let it be heard, but I don't want to let too much in there. It's cold as hell. Yeah, brother. Ooh, sheet. I just got off of this joint not too long ago. I did not know the weather was this crazy, bro. What's up out the pit? Damn. I, man, I was just jumping on this joint for like a little minute, bro. I wasn't even trying to be on this thing. I just couldn't believe how hard the wind was blowing. So I was just trying to show it what it looked like. Yeah. Man, I wish you could hear this shit, bro. Let me put the window up. Can you hear it? It's about to come. Yo, it be blowing hard as hell. Hold up. Let me put that window back. God damn. Whew. Yeah, bro. It's blowing so hard out there. Um, it's ridiculous. My body is really feeling it, dude. I got to turn this heat on. Let me turn my house heat on a little hot. Over the board, I'm trying to keep the bill down. It's not, man. It's crazy. Like this wind is, it got to be about 20, 30 miles per hour. This thing is ridiculous. This thing is crazy ridiculous. Um, I'm gonna turn maybe up a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, I was off for a minute, man. But I had to come and just prop this heat up just a little bit, man. It's really windy out there. I mean, really windy. That shit is it's coming through every little crevice, crack, wall molding. I'm saying everything, man. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's as y'all can see it, it's crazy because y'all don't even really see it. Y'all just see like a little bit of, you know what I mean? You can't hear it. Like the wind is really like the whipping. That's why I try to show the trees because the trees is really pushing it around. Uh, Yo, out the pit, I got a couple more subscribers, bro. Yeah, I'm creeping. Yeah, look at Vanity. That's she like, man, that's crazy. And she love the heat though. She be sitting right in front of that John. Like, oh, let me move this paper. Yeah, I'm just recording. You getting that heat, girl? Huh? You getting that heat? Sorry you had to see my ugly ass feet and shit. Yeah, man, I gotta turn this heat on. This thing ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Wind blowing so hard, you just hear it. I mean, I guess when you in single homes, you get all the air right up upon your house. And that's what it's doing. It's like rushing wind all around the house, whipping around. It's blowing everything around. Man, it got to be about, I don't know what the miles per hour of this wind is, but it definitely got its cupkeep. And then it feels different when it's cold and blowing. Like it's blowing cold. I never seen wind like this, bro. Never. Maybe probably in the summertime when it's raining, but I ain't never seen snow and wind at the same time. And it's blowing as hard as it is with the trees. Man, my legs are weak. My body is off like crazy. So, I don't always have a good life. Gotta show the sad with the bad too. Damn. My body tripping. My legs is feeling like they keep falling on me. The muscle atrophy, man, that shit is nuts. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Oh. I'm like, yeah. Had to turn my heat up. Well, it's like, man, this is coming through. It's coming through everywhere. Fine. Yeah, y'all gonna see me in bed today. Fuck that. I don't want to move. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to budge. I don't go nowhere. My legs keep falling. They keep buckling. You know what I'm saying? Yo, subscribe, y'all. Ain't like the bug. Help me out. Send me some subscribe. Maybe that'll heat me up, warm me up. You know what I mean? Might make me go jump some rope or something. Yeah, I ain't doing shit. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't doing nothing. But where y'all at? What's the weather like where y'all at? Man, this John blowing crazy. It ain't nothing like some cold air blowing on you. You trying to put something on, it's blowing right through the zipper. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You can't put enough. You gotta put some clothes on here, cause it's gonna cut through pants, sweatpants, and everything. Whew. You know how you be in your clothes and it's blowing, and then your leg touches your pants leg, the material, and you be trying to put your leg back in the middle of your pants leg. It's cold like that. You trying to balance your body in your clothes so the clothes don't touch you because it's cold. Man, it's freezing. That's John. I'm straight bitching. I ain't lying. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Nancy Pounder? How you doing? That just gave me a warm reply. How you? That's warming me up right now. Subscribe, please. Please press the button. Punch the button. You know what I'm saying? How you doing today? Is it cold where you at? You know what I mean? It's freezing up here. It's blowing off. It's blowing hard. Man, it's nuts. But yeah, thanks anybody that come through, say to a bro. You know what I mean? Y'all lifting my spirits up. Because I'm just sitting there laying down and I don't want to move. My legs feel weak. You know what I mean? I'm suffering from my disabilities. Look, ain't nobody want to see me suffer from my disability. Let me start dancing or fighting somebody. I'm gonna go start a fight. My jaw gonna go live. One day I'm just gonna slap the hell out of somebody. You know what I mean? And then see what happens. No, I ain't about that. I'm just playing. But yeah. I just ain't. I mean, this difficulty when you got issues going on. You know what I mean, with your body that you didn't have going on with before. You know what I mean? Anybody suffer from something that bring them down? Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, that heat kicked in over there. Yeah, I'm man, nigga about to go to sleep. I'm sorry. Yeah, this gonna be a boring live today, y'all. I am not gonna lie. It's gonna be a boring live. But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get on here and talk to me, I try to keep it interesting. But it's cold as hell. They got me in the bed. That bed, now it feel good. I turned that other heat on. Yeah, that shit, oh man. I don't even want to move. It's so cold. You don't get up and do nothing. You don't turn the light on, turn the heat on, go get something to eat. You just like, man, that's how I feel. Cause my body lost its mass. So I'm not as warm as I used to be, insulated to my body like that. You know what I mean? Your muscles and your nerves, I think it generates some kind of warm energy throughout your body. And I think as it deteriorates, or maybe that's the part of getting old. You know what I'm saying? A travel destination. That's it. Man, what was a question on there? Yeah. Where would y'all want to go visit? Out the pit. We still on there. If there's anywhere in the world you want to go, where would you go? Or Nancy, or Ron, or anybody. Where would you want to go? You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes people probably be like, man, I'm going to go to hell. It's so cold, some people might want to go to hell. Like, man, get me a bus ticket to hell because it's freezing in this mug right now. Yeah, but yo, I appreciate anybody. Hey, subscribe, y'all. Subscribe and warm me up, please. Warm up my heart. Subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? Say hi. Don't just stop by. You know what I mean? Don't just creep me. They like, yeah, he ain't stand up. He ain't doing nothing. Damn. Yo, out the pit, man. I be getting a lot of kids on my YouTube. But it feel good though because some of these kids, man, feel like they be needing somebody to talk to. And I think we all thinking we want to be alone and lonely. Now, there's a difference being alone and lonely. You know what I'm saying? But I think some of these kids, just don't get conversation out their parents or older siblings or things like that. You know what I mean? And sometimes you got people that's too judgmental. You know what I mean? I wonder if they thought about when they made emojis, you know what I'm saying, about, just trying to show a bit of action. Middle finger, they do the thumbs, the middle finger, they do the wave, they do the high five, they do the fist pump, strength arm muscle joints, like, I don't know about John kick your ass type emoji. They should have that John beat up emojis. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of all kinds of physical looking more emojis. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey y'all, I was sitting there thinking about yesterday. I was looking through some old pictures. I went on my cousin's page and he had some old pictures he had on there. From like when it was cameras. And, I never thought about it, but that's like a lost art that everybody take pictures with their phone. I think that's good and good and all, but now it's in the cloud, and they don't save it. They don't get to go home and give it to anybody. Nobody gets to look through a photo album and see how their parents grew up, kids. Remember you had that table in everybody's house or some photo albums in everybody's house you can go look at. Dive into a little bit and looking at your family. Some family you didn't know, never met, or be like, oh, I do remember them, or scenes and pictures. There's no pictures involved in people's houses no more. You know what I mean? I think that's a lost thing that probably should be brought back because, I think it's just, excuse me. I think it just should be, you know, like I seen my mom when she was a kid. I seen my aunt when she was a kid. I sent it to her grandson. He thought it was his aunt. I said, no, that's your grandmother. He said, oh, snap. I was going to say second. Sometimes your family members look so much alike growing up. Then you think about it too. Like I had an aunt Yoshiko. Ron, you probably would know this. My aunt Yoshiko, I always remember her being old. She's Japanese. And black don't crack, you know what I mean? So she didn't age like my uncle aged. Of course she aged a little bit more. Man, I went to go back and look at the picture she was in. I was like, damn, look at my Aunt Yoshiko. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, she was a fine little thing, you know what I mean? I ain't see her when she was fine. You know what I mean? And then it's kind of like, just imagine like, older people come from young people and then you look like this in the end. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You come out, you grow up thinking like, I don't know, a lot of people be on their looks, but just like
them looks gonna wear off in the ages of about 70, 80. Ain't nobody even gonna know who the hell you was. You know what I mean? Like they see you grow. So it's just like, man, it's crazy how that works. You know, looking so good when you're young, and then they don't even look like the same person when they get old. Some of them do. Some of them depend on your age. I guess what you go through, but there's still some things you haven't even seen, and you be thinking like, man, did when I see an old person, you don't know about how fine that old lady was or how handsome that old man was. You know what I'm saying? Well, he couldn't even walk down the street without somebody saying something. So you looking at them, they decrepit, they old, they face wrinkled. You just don't see them, as beautiful and pretty as they was. So you turn around and show you a picture, you be like, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, like you was getting them. I mean, you see what they did. You be like, you see somebody had about 30 something kids, you like, damn. You know what I mean? And then you turn around and look back, you say, oh, that's why they had 30 something kids starting at 14 years old. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's just crazy what age and time will do to somebody face. You know what I'm saying? Like, like how'd your face have a workout like that? You know what I mean? Like what happened? Like I could see the body, but why the face gotta get old too? You know what I'm saying? What the muscles drop, your cheekbones drop. I don't know. You know what I mean? I can see like why you just can't get old and just have gray hair. You know what I mean? Why you gotta get old where your face is dropping and doing some weird shit and I don't know, man. It's just sad. It's kind of sad. You know what I mean? But sometimes that's what you only had to base on when you started in the mirror is what you got. You got to look in that mirror every day. And then as you get old, you're like, damn, what happened to my face? You know? I just wish we just got old, just gray hair. That's it. You know what I mean? I wish it wouldn't wear on your. I wish old age, excuse me, getting wear on your body and in your face. I wish it just stopped. But you know what I mean? You got some people get so old they look like the crypt keeper. And you trying to figure out you still alive. You talking to them, it's like crazy. I don't know. But it got, I don't know. It's just something I was sitting there thinking about as I'm going through all these old pictures of my aunts and uncles, you know what I mean? Grandfather missing them, grandmother, you know. Even though my grandma was mean, I do miss her though. Maybe she was just mean though. Maybe I'm just scared to love her, even though she gone. I was scared into having the job, but no, me and her started getting kind of cool right before she started, getting becoming ill. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't really get along a lot. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, they just told you to do too much. You know what I'm saying? And, so I tell you, don't be doing this on my furniture. Got the plastic and shit all on their furniture. Hey, you sitting on the floor. So you felt some type of way. Yeah, I felt some type of way when she give us something to eat out of and it wasn't a plate. Like she'll put it in a pie crust pan and you stand there like, what she give me this for? You know what I mean? I want to feel like family. I want to eat off some dishes. So I used to feel some type of way like when I used to go visit her. But I kind of understand it now because I can't stand doing dishes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I said I was only gonna get on there for a half hour though. I was really just trying to show this weather. And way the weather got me. Cause I'm totally weak, tired. Mm. Tired, totally tired. Yeah, I was up all last night. But that's usually the hours that I usually sleep until about 11, at least about 11. It's about 11 now, but I didn't sleep all last night. Matter of fact, I was up even this morning early. I haven't got the proper rest. Yeah, I probably need to, especially y'all keep hearing me yawn. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Save the best bite for last. Yeah, I do that. You ever be eating something and it be so good and you really be trying to save that last bite to last? Like you really like you have a sandwich you try to eat around it to before you get to the butt of it or the end of it. You know what I mean? I bite it as much. Y'all ever do that? I know I can't be the only one. Somebody somewhere do the same thing. I'm back. Well, y'all, thank y'all too, you know what I mean, for being on here, riding, you know what I'm saying, coming through, and anybody that slid through. I just was being anxious with seeing that way that weather was, and I just was like, man, that shit was almost scary, but I want to thank y'all for coming. And like the bug, hopefully y'all get a better spirit. Hey, excuse me. Damn. I'm gonna start yawning. I know yawning contagious. Y'all gonna start yawning. Y'all probably sleep now. But I'm off of here, y'all. I'm gonna get off here. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. I'll talk to y'all later. And like the bug, check out the pit. Check out Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. Check out I Am Aaliyah K. Check out Fat Tagula. Check out RP _ Bam Bam. Check out Top to Bottom. Check out Sackcloth Queen. Check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna go, y'all. I'm jumping off of here just because, like I said, I'm totally exhausted. Hey, shit. Trying not to y'all smell my breath, it stink. I'm out.